Buenos dias a todos en Santa Marta. Hello from Paris. I'm Julian Barbiere of the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of UNESCO, the leading UN body for ocean science and knowledge. I also coordinate the preparation of a UN Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development. I'm sorry that we are not able to be with you today, but let me say a few words on the UN Decade and the importance of the work that you are undertaking today during this conference, Misión Internacional de Sabios 2019, Foro Regional de los Océanos. Promoting ocean sustainability is not a choice. The very survival of this planet depends on the health of the ocean. As many of you know, the ocean is under threat. The effect of climate change, of pollution, of overexploitation are contributing to an alarming picture of ocean health declining in all parts of the world. It is more urgent than ever to stress that there are solutions to these problems, and that these solutions need to be based on science, information, and knowledge. Ocean science is key to inform decision-making and to promote sustainable innovation and technologies. Ocean observations are essential to predict the consequence of change, to design mitigation, and guide the adaptation of our societies. For this reason, the UN General Assembly proclaimed in December 2017 a decade of ocean science for sustainable development. The aim of this decade is to support efforts to fill knowledge gaps, promote international collaboration on ocean research, and engage ocean stakeholders worldwide behind a common framework that will ensure that science-based solutions can fully support countries, businesses, and communities in creating the conditions for ocean sustainability. The decade is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to deliver a step change in ocean science and to influence how countries invest, utilize, and participate in science and innovation to embrace societal goals and align research investment to contribute to common goals. It is about doing together what we cannot do alone, and therefore partnerships are essential to create the much-needed transformation in the way we care for and use our ocean. To do this, we will need first to bridge science disciplines. Natural science can provide great, new and comprehensive knowledge to understand the ocean, but unless we have social scientists and non-scientific stakeholders working with us to understand how that information can be used by individuals, governments, business, decision makers, and others, the information will exist for science only and not for sustainable development. So we need all stakeholders at the table, policymakers, but also non-governmental actors that can play such an important role in translating and communicating the results of science at the local community level. We also need the private sector on board, so that science can be better at defining sustainability pathways for the fishing, tourism, and shipping industry, amongst a few. The private sector can also be a key link to the science community in developing and deploying new and innovative technologies to monitor the ocean, restore marine ecosystems, and for sharing ocean data to help us understand ocean ecosystems in a more integrated way. As you are starting to define national science priorities for the next 15 years, we would like to call on the Colombian ocean science community to engage in the decade and use this initiative to tailor ocean science to the societal and environmental objectives that your country has committed to meet through the Sustainable Development Goals. The UN Decade is a global initiative led by the IOC, but the work starts at the national level. Many countries around the world are establishing national dialogues to define their aspiration and how they can contribute to the delivery of transformative solutions. So your discussions in Santa Marta are very timely and relevant. The contribution of Colombia to international efforts in marine science is very significant, but we can achieve much more when working together, sharing best practices, building technical capacities and platforms, and delivering products with distributed contributions. The decade is about working together to achieve shared objectives, but we need individual actors to support the common goals of the decade and to recognize their contribution. By defining collectively these decade activities, we will also be more effective in attracting and aligning funding from government, private sectors, and philanthropy where it is most needed. I believe you are in good hands. Colombia is already substantially contributing to the preparation of a decade, thanks to the work of Dr. Francisco E. Calza Arias, who is a member of the Executive Planning Group of a decade. Later this year, we will also organize 2 regional workshops, one for the Southeast Pacific region and one for the Caribbean region. These will provide opportunities to address the science requirements at the national level and to define key activities under the decade with relevant ocean stakeholders. I invite you to take part in these meetings. In closing, let me express a wish. By 2030, it is our hope that we will have promoted a new generation of ocean scientists, supported by institutions that are much more connected and responsive to the needs of society. As a result, we will also have citizens and leaders that are better informed and that understand the importance of the ocean in their daily lives. But to do this, we need to invest in youth and early career professionals. This is also what we will do at the core of a UN decade, so we can have the ocean we need for the future we want. Con esto, les deseo una fructífera reunión. Gracias a todos.